Cold start. Every time, it's so loud. On today's episode of WatchJRGo, I'm going to show you everything that's wrong with my cheap Fiat 500 Abarth. What is going on, guys? I'm WatchJRGo, and today I'm here with Jake. He has never driven this car before, so I totally understand learning where that little soft clutch is. And today, I'm going to show you everything that's wrong with my cheap Fiat 500 Abarth. So, I paid $3,000, making this the cheapest Fiat 500 Abarth in the nation just 2 days ago. And I drove it all the way back to Wichita from Tennessee, and there's a few little problems we found. So today we're going to go over all those problems and show you what to look for if you're buying one of these. Oh, first stop, O'Reilly's. We gotta pick up spark plugs. I just walked in the door and these guys were already waiting on me. These are the OEM plugs for the 500 Abarth, laser iridium, like the most expensive plug you can buy for the most part. At least as the most expensive one that's actually worth it. Plugs acquired. O'Reilly's crew wanted to take it for a drive. Isn't it like way more fun than you'd expect?
Yeah. Alrighty.
Alright, dude, later.
See ya.
Jackpot. Second stop, car wash, because we have to wash off all of these bugs that got obliterated last night on the way home. This thing's looking rough, and it's time to straighten that out. Car wash complete. Let's get out of here. And here we are. We just got back from O'Reilly's. We picked up some spark plugs. That's the first thing that's wrong with this. When we did the tail of the Dragon, which was amazing, by the way, it ran like just a monster of a car, and there was wheel spin all over the place, and it was absolutely wild. And now it's starting to shudder in third when you're making pulls. I think it's a misfire and might also be a wheel bearing, so one of those. We're gonna go ahead and change the plugs because I think there's 122,000 miles on the plugs, 100,000 mile plugs, might as well get them done. And we're gonna go ahead and do wheel bearings if that's what it is. I'm actually gonna throw it on some jacks, check everything out, see if it is a failing wheel bearing. If it is, we'll get that done. But I'm gonna show you guys the obvious things that are wrong with it first. So right here, as you can see, the fog lights are completely missing. I talked to Brady about this, and he thinks that the old owner actually changed bumpers at some point or changed grills, and they took out the factory fog lights for some reason and then just lost them. So those are absolutely gone. Around here, the wheel liners are gone, or the fender liners are gone. On both sides, one's broken, this one's partially in there. These were spray painted, and it's kind of a bad job. So I'm probably gonna pull that off and wrap them with some light wrap from Luxe, just so that they still exist, but it looks clean and black. I'll just sand that down and we'll get those back to looking good. Since we're right here, there's a huge dent right there. It caught a little something, I don't know what. We're gonna try to PDR that out and then maybe hit it with a little bit of touch-up paint. This wheel has a ton of curbing. It's just been kind of curved all over. I'll see what I can do about sorting that out. I love the way these wheels look, and they're forged from the factory. So that's where we're at on the wheels. Around back, the wiper stopped working. Brady told me that he thought it was a wiring issue, so he just went ahead and plugged it. At least the plug is super nice, but there's no rear wiper. You can see the bumper's been rubbing on something right there. The front bumper has been rubbing on something. Right here, there's a whole bunch of cracking and, well, a little bit of paint cracking and some rubbing right there. The headlights were also painted with, like, I don't know, spray paint and clear, or you know, some kind of headlight tint or something like that. They've been sanded down, and Brady got them fixed, so there's some visibility. I might try to clean those up a little bit more with some polish. I'm sure we'll get those back to factory order there.
It's the most sure way to make it rain in Kansas. Wash your car.
Oh yeah, of course it's raining like 5 minutes after we wash the car. We've got a boost gauge that is okay on its best day. I'd like to change that to the D5 boost gauge. It fits in there really well, and we can get that sorted out and it'd be a lot of fun. That is completely blown out. We need to go right back to O'Reilly's and see if they have it in stock, because I'd like to change that tonight so the hatch can hold itself up. The back seat's out. Of course it's supposed to be out. We've got a cover back there, I've got the roof rack back there, I got the stock clutch back there, and some of the Mopar coolant that this runs. The back seat is long gone. Another Fiat 500 guy has it because he had kids, and Brady was like, I'll hook you up. In here we have, this is like the lumbar adjustment, I think. The knob is completely missing for that. I'll have to hunt down one of those. And I think that's about it for the interior. These have been converted to LEDs and they don't work like at all. So maybe I'll put some good LEDs in there with built-in resistors, solve that problem. Everything else works perfectly. So PCV and the boost gauge routing, all of this. Look at all the oil in the boost gauge line right there. It is full. So one of the first things, I'd like to do a real intake. I'd like to do AGP's big intercooler, and I'd also like to do a catch can. It needs a catch can in here somewhere to solve this oil issue. The key doesn't stay closed. You guys can see that, right? And then it kind of randomly opens in your pocket. And the check engine light is permanently on, P0420, because the car is catless. Oh no! I almost feel bad about
Stop raining.
coming to AutoZone.
Hey, you're cheating on O'Reilly.
I know, O'Reilly's couldn't get the part until like Wednesday, so AutoZone had it in stock. Hatch lift support? Yeah, some one of those.
Hatchback or hood?
Hatch. Lift strut acquired. It is a SG311001, and we are ready to throw it on this car. On the food vlog today, we spend $2 for 400 tacos. That's basically the MO of Taco Shop.
Yeah.
We are home with our parts, plugs, hatch strut, and somehow this thing's covered in spider webs. Oh, thanks, Jake. Make it look like my magic worked, and now it just holds itself up. Just trash the clip, because who cares?
Yeah, that's gone forever.
Yeah. And never to be seen again.
Until it finds its way into a tire.
Or a mower. Okay, I need to go get a towel or something, because that thing blew all the oil out of it. Give me 10 seconds.
Cool.
And we're back. Here's our brand new one. And up. And done. The hatch holds itself up now. Perfect. All right, it's sufficiently cooled off. Jake and I took out the bikes. He took out the 6R, I took out the Fury. We had a good night. I'm probably not gonna sell that chopper. All right, so to get these plugs out, you have to get the coils out. So you slide this yellow tab backwards, a screwdriver or something like that, push down and pull. Get a nice pop as each one comes off. Don't mix them up. Let's get all this stuff out of our way. Hose clamp. I really want to fix all of this. Brady was like, you should fix the intake. I was like, yeah, you're probably right.
What is this?
It's just a bunch of nonsense, because this is the PCV, right?
Oh,
there's got to be a simplified PCV, and that's the boost gauge, and then you can see the line's completely full of oil.
Yeah.
Ah! Ow!
I cringed.
Yep. These look really nice.
Could put a multimeter on.
Yep.
Heaven knows I've been doing that with bike coils enough lately.
Working on all the bikes. Last one. Okay, let me go get a spark plug set up here. Okay, brand new plug, going in. Honestly, the old plugs all looked great. This probably wasn't the issue. I might order a set of coils just so we can get those out of the way. I want to know that all the ignition's good, and then we can look for other things that could possibly be wrong. At least we're back to working on things at night. We'd kind of stopped that for a while, and I just want you guys to know that I didn't forget about it, and I enjoy working at night.
It's a lot less incredibly hot.
And also, since we just work in Josh's shop all the time, you don't know when we're working at night because he's got awesome lights and you can't really see out the window. Yeah, nothing about this car is going to be terribly expensive. And
it's all easy to do.
Thanks, Jake. We're done. Spark plug socket, one 12-inch extension, torque wrench if you're bored, 12 foot-pounds maybe. I'd say don't do that and just, you know, hand tight, not too tight, be careful. A straight bit for some reason. Oh, pulling out these tabs, and you know, 1/4-inch ratchets in there with a 10 for the coils. That's pretty much the whole job. Only takes a couple seconds. You guys got this if you want to do it. Let's start this up, see if we solve the problem. I'm sure it's gonna run perfectly. We'll have to go drive it to really find out. I could just push the unlock button. Here's our third gear pull, 3,000 RPM. It shakes. Still shakes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that is it for today. Please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you
next time.
Oh,
that was cool.
nice.
We might have just picked up a rubber boot. It was a rubber boot.
Yeah, it was a work boot.
It hit the back bumper.
Jeez.
Oh well, I don't hear anything flopping.
I don't either. That was dumb.
I was like, oh, we're going. I thought it was short, so I tried to go straight over.
Yeah.
Wasn't the move. You can go that way.
I can go this way too.
You can go that way too.